Howdy, it's me, Shaker, with Stage Alpha Garage. And we're cruising along in the shop van here. And I'm not sure if you can hear the clunking, but we've replaced the control arms and tie rod ends, inner tie rod ends on this vehicle, and it's still making a clunking sound. So we have to further investigate to see if maybe there's a motor mount clunking or a strut mount clunking. Did you hear that? That's what it sounds like. So let's pull it into the shop and see what we can find. We also have a new toy to play with. Alright, pulling back into the shop. Now that we're back in the garage, we're gonna go ahead and get the Mazda lifted up so we can take a look to see if we can figure out what that noise is. And to lift it up, we're gonna use that new toy I talked about. And it is the Quickjack BL7000SLX system. You get two of these lifting ramps, and they plug into this hydraulic pump here, and we just get to lift it up. Beep, boop, beep, boop. Before we go and get those put under there, I think the noise might be coming from the front struts. This side's very bouncy. How's this side? Very stiff. So either that one is shot or this one is shot. And I tend to believe it's this one because it feels like the clunking is coming from this side. So what I'm assuming is all the gas has gone into this strut and it's just bottoming out completely. This is our hydraulic hose. We run it back to that pump. What we want to do is slide this under here without lifting on something you're not supposed to lift on. Make sure it's a solid point, either one of the bead weld spots or somewhere on the subframe itself. These here are the rubber blocks they give you. Just slide in there. I've seen some people make modifications with 6x6 lumber as well. Not saying I recommend that, but I have seen it done. Got the jacks set up. They're set the same way on both sides. You don't want to lift this unevenly. Alright. Plug in the passenger side. I don't think it matters which one you plug it into. Oh. Well, I have to set you down. Up, down. Let's go up. Let's check everything to make sure we're okay. We're on that pinch weld. And we're on that pinch weld. Oh, that's down. I guess we should have started a timer, see how long this took. There's the first lock. This is much easier than jacking with that floor jack. You can put jack stands under. Oh, I think the plow truck's here. I better go check. Alright, let's see what else we have to do to this rig. Pop the hood. It definitely needs to be cleaned. We got this bumper here to fix. It's popped out there and popped in there. So we'll pop that bumper off for the inner wheel liner and fix that. We'll need to do wipers. And under the hood, I think we'll just we'll replace that driver's side strut. And I think everything else is pretty good. That's my heater core fix job back there. What a pain in the butt that was. Coming down this side, the brakes need to be changed soon, but still okay. What we do with the main problem is we get this rust here to fix. Because in the province of New Brunswick here in Canada, we have vehicle inspections every year for the body and driveline and stuff. No emissions testing, but and this is the driver's side, so you got that rust there to fix. Shouldn't be too bad to do. Oh, and a dent that got put in it this winter. No big deal. There's the Quickjack on its first height setting. First height setting is something you could definitely just do your regular maintenance with. Taking the wheels off and rotating them and whatnot. I need to get some more fluid because when you bleed this system, it makes a big, or at least I made a big mess. I don't know if everybody makes a big mess. I made a huge mess, so I need to get some more fluid so we can go up to the next height level. Let's get these wheels off, and then we can probably get this liner popped out so we can pop this bumper and fix that up. These are the Snow Dragon Ultra High Performance Winter Tire. They're a very economical priced tire, but they've actually seemed to be holding up really well. They have worn weirdly, and they haven't worn much, and they do have actually quite good traction in the snow. Before I got these, I used to have to fuss with my floor jack, finding a spot underneath where it was safe to lift up the vehicle, get my jack stands under there, go around to the other side, lift up that side of the vehicle, and then get more jack stands under there. And it wasted a lot of time and energy, to be honest. So with these, you can just slide them under, line them up with the points on the vehicle where it's supposed to be lifted from, and press the button, away you go.
You spin my world around, 'cause you're the peace I finally found.
Well, something fell apart there. Those are definitely the wrong clips. We'll put some proper clips in. Took the front bumper off the Mazda 5 here because we had that dent down here on the driver's side corner of the bumper. I just wanted to pop it out, and I tried to get my hand in there and just tap it out, but it wants some heat, so we're going to warm it up and get that plastic nice and toasty, and then we can hopefully just push that dent back out without chipping the paint too badly. Alright, we've got that pretty warm. Let's see if we can't pop this dent out. Oh, perfect. Still there a little bit, but it's a lot better than what it was. It needs a good bleeding, but bumper's back on now. You can still see that dent a little bit, but it's a lot less noticeable now. I got the oil for the Quickjacks as well. So they're at their full height now, which is going to give me a lot of room to get in there and do whatever I need to on the underside of this van or any other vehicle. And it's going to make it really easy for doing tire changes and rotations. A good practice before you mount your wheels back up is obviously clean all the dirt out of them, and they roll much better that way. Jeez, this thing must have been off-roading. That'll take a lot of the shake out of the wheel. Another good thing to do is to clean the mounting surface on the back side of the wheel, where it mounts to your brake rotor or drum. You can also clean the brake rotor or drum too, the mounting surface where it meets, and you'll have a nice matched, clean surface, and it'll cause less vibrations, less cause, I believe, for the lug nuts to come off. Anyway, it's just good practice to do. So we're going to do this up now and get these wheels mounted on. There we go, all nice and shiny. But you want to be careful. You only want to take off the corrosion. You don't want to gouge into the back side of the wheel or anything like that. Just nice and gentle. Now that we have the wheels back on the van, we can drop it back down using the Quickjack system here. And it connects over here to this pump. And we'll lower it down enough so we can torque wrench it on. Torque the wheels. Got our controller here, so we can lift the vehicle to release the locks. I can't say that. Ugh. And we'll get it down far enough that the wheels are touching and we can torque it on. I don't know if that's right, having to do it like that, but it seems to work for me. Grab our controller again, and down we go. This is a slow process, but they do work well. It was more than enough height for me to get the wheels and tires off at the first level, and the second level is more than enough to ride under there on a creeper. I don't know how those houses are supposed to be laid out. If they should come out the side like that or what. But we're at the right spot for torquing, so we can get that done now. Alright, we're back on the ground, we're all torqued up. Let's do a time test all the way up to all the way down. There we are, we're sitting on the locks. Now let's raise it up, release the locks, and come back down. And here we go, back down. And that's down. So, I think it's more than quick enough for the average guy playing with vehicles. In a commercial aspect, might be a little too slow, but it's a great option for somebody that needs these or does a fair amount of work on vehicles or has a disability. Secret with these ones is they're more expensive from the website, but if you're a Costco member, they're a lot cheaper there, at least here in Canada. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me, Shaker, here at Stage Alpha Garage while we checked out this Quickjack system. I think it's going to be a great system for the amount of work I do. I'm not a busy commercial shop. I'm just a hobby guy doing hobby stuff on vehicles. So if you're similar to me and you just like tinkering with vehicles, or you have a real light duty shop, then this might be a great option for you at a good price compared to an actual full hoist. Or if you don't have the ceiling height for a hoist, then this is definitely a great option. We'll see you next time. Hey, here's an update. We are gonna order some parts for the Jeep, and once we get those in, we can start doing videos on getting that fixed up. I'm thinking about starting with the suspension and brakes drivetrain first, engine tune up, and then we'll worry about other stuff like lights and electronics and whatever else there needs to be to fix. As well, I got a new vehicle, and I'm very interested in showing that to you. If you head over to my Instagram, Stage Alpha Garage, you can try to guess what it is. There's a quick clip of it accelerating. So head on over there and tell me what you think. Just waiting for the vehicle to get finished up from where I bought it from, and then once we get it here, we'll start customizing, modifying, and going from there. Lastly, we're just continuing to work on the shop itself and trying to get that finished. So that's a lot of behind the camera stuff, action that you guys aren't seeing. Let me know if you do want to see any of that, and I can give you a little tour or whatever on what I've been doing. And I'm just trying to sell wheels and tires so we can make more videos. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.